Anyways, right, what is happening, lads? We are back to the YouTube grind, as I said. Today is a Monday, and the time is 5:25 in the morning. So today on the agenda, we have got a pull session on the cards, which means I'm gonna go in here now and hit a big pull session, which means deadlifts are on the cards. Today, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna warm up, but I'm feeling like last week I took a bit of a D-volume on the Monday because I wasn't feeling great. But today, I feel like 165 might be on the cards, and to be honest, that will be a PR. 165 for like 6 to 9 reps. We'll see how we get on. We're going to record it all. I'm going to record the whole session, and then I'm going to talk you over the session, because I was going to... Yeah, I'm going to record the whole session, I'll do a voiceover over it, and I will talk to you after the session to let you know how it went, how we got on, and did we hit any PRs, but we'll see. But pre-workout's taken, creatine's taken. Say before I left house, I took my pre-workout and creatine and that, and it is 5:27 now, so perfect time. Again, lads, don't be taking your pre-workout as you're walking into the gym. Drink it on your way to the gym if you're driving to the gym, or like me, if you drive 10 minutes. I took mine at 5 and now it's 5:30, so I'll be kicking in just as I get in, because caffeine takes around 30 to 45 minutes to actually peak and to kick in, so don't be taking it. I know when you see lads walking into the gym buying a Monster pre-workout once they're in the gym, it's like, man, that's not going to be hit until the middle of your session. So take it before you go to the gym. But let's get this work. Okay, so lads, we are out of the gym, obviously, but I'm basically gonna run you through the session while I play it in the background. So I'm gonna pull it up here now and walk you through exactly what we done. So we started the session off, we done 2 sets of a neutral grip lat pull down. Again, one thing I just want to point out in this, a lot of people will do a lat pull down, and typically they'll use a straight bar, and it's a great exercise, but say you shouldn't be using a straight bar to target your lats. You'll see as the session go on, we do have a mid upper back pull down, but say we're using a neutral grip here, because that's going to allow us to keep our elbows in tight by our side, which is going to get a lot more lats and a lot more lower back in comparison, say, to using a wider grip or a straight bar. So that's why we're using a neutral grip, to really target them lats. Then we moved on to conventional deadlifts. And last week we didn't do deadlifts. Well, we did. We done a bit of a D-volume session. And the week before we got 160 for 8. So today when I came in, I was determined to hit 165. And we took it for a ride. And we got 9 reps. And I'm just looking back at it here now. And to be honest, I probably had another 1 or 2. But this is why it's so important to record your sets and record your workouts, because just because you think you're training hard, it feels hard, you could watch it back and be like, yeah, no, I definitely had another 2 reps there. Like if you're watching one of your friends, you'd be like, man, you have another 2 reps there. So that's why it's important to record, look back, analyze your form, and see if you could improve. Then we moved on to a machine low row. Again, really liking this movement at the moment. We done 2 sets of that. We done a top set of, 6 to 9, and then a back off set of 10 to 14. Before we moved on to the mid upper back pull down, or as a lot of people would call it, a lat pull down. But a mid upper back pull down. Again on this one, we're not focusing on driving our elbows down by our side. We're more so focused on driving our elbows back and down. So you're pulling the bar at a higher angle. So you're almost pulling it like, say, to your chin, to the top of your chest, in comparison to, say, if you're trying to target your lats with a neutral grip pull down, you're almost like pulling your elbow down on front of your body. So that's going to be the main difference there. Then we moved on to a rear delt machine fly. We done 2 sets of 12 to 15 reps. And again on this one, you'll see my range of motion. I'm not going fully back. Because if I was to go fully back, all I'm going to do is start taking in my traps and my mid back and my rhomboids. Like, I'm mainly trying to target and isolate my rear delts here. So that's why I'm only going to basically parallel to my body. Then I'm coming back again. Full stretch, pause at the bottom, and then I'm going again. So we done 2 sets of that. Then we moved on to the preacher curls. So we done 1 set Yeah, so one set 6 to 9, then two sets 10 to 14. The lighting was a bit shittier, so I only recorded one set, but you get the idea. And then we moved on to a stand-in straight bar cable curl to finish off. Again, we done two sets, and then we done a drop set at the end to finish. And again, every single set here, lads, we're pushing to failure. Like, failure is the goal. That's where muscle growth is going to occur. You can even see on the deadlifts, okay, I could have got another 1 or 2 reps there looking back at it. But say, in my head, I'm going till I can't go anymore. Like, on every single movement. And some people say, oh, well, you can actually train 2 reps in reserve or 3 reps in reserve. Lads, I've been training for the guts 7 or 8 years now. And sometimes I can't accurately tell when I'm 2 reps away from failure. Like, sometimes I'd have to go to failure to see. Now, I'm not saying, like, on squats, go balls to the wall and injure yourself. Like, say, there's some movements where it's safe to go to failure, and there's some movements where it's not. It's not safe to go to failure on a barbell back squat if you get pinned underneath it, or a barbell bench press and you get pinned to the bench. Like, use your common sense in that side of things. But say incline dumbbell bench, like, say you can go to failure on that, handy enough, drop the dumbbells. A cable curl, you can go to failure, handy enough on that. You're not going to break the bank. Do you know what I mean? And say there's certain movements as well that are going to be more taxing. So if you go to failure instead of deadlifts, that's going to be a lot more demanding than you going to failure on a cable curl. So there's that element to it as well. But that was the whole session. The gaining phase is going well now. The strength is absolutely flying up. Our weight is we're sitting there nicely around the 80 kilos, 81 kilo mark, which I'm happy with, because we did shoot up weight quick enough, say, out the gate of the show, but to be honest, at a moderate rate. We're now, I think it's 12, 13 weeks into the gaining phase, and we're up around, what is it? Let me check 1 second. I can't find it, but we're pretty much up around, the lowest weight in the prep was around 70 kilos, 69 kilos, and now we're at 80, so we're around 10 kilos up from the lowest weight in prep. The off season is well and truly underway.